Not at all. That didn't sense. Should have split it up back there. I was going to split it with about 3 down, and then you got to separate the space. One thing. Yeah, down the way to make it. I think yes, yeah. Yeah. Well, got the money. You can go off and maybe you can make it back to the still alive. I'll make it back. You do with me. Do it again. Really means that much. Take me back. Think about it on the way in. Come on. Everything. Looks like we got Jack Sanders. Circle around behind us. We'll cover you from here. Right.
Hey!
Odds are against you, officer. Odds are against you from the day that you become a sheriff. They don't think you got a chance either. Stop it, officer. Bring your guns up. Okay, boys. Looks like you got hit, huh, Jackson? Yeah, wait a second. Come on, toss it over. How you calling it? Yeah. Jackson, too. Me? You never make it with that bad shoulder. This way it'll look like you and the sheriff killed each other. If they were fighting. Pleasure. I wouldn't. You would. That's a laugh. You got witnesses. Witnesses. Pussy. Pussy. Now it's my turn to ask. Why? Rather than be killed? Rather than be tried to be a lover? That is not I believe you. How's that security? Looks like our walking days are over. Now I see you person. You don't act to die out here in the found. You don't know how lucky you are. Lucky. We only rode this way because we're attracted by the wolf. What do you mean? Got you? I'm the one who put the circle. You shot those folks and you set up a kind of a desert telegraph. Now you got the message. What's the medium? Oh, man, I need some nothing on this. Settle up with one action. It's what warriors from Wild West or Western Timor. It's like gunfights, outlaws, and heroes. Just put that down. Well, it's all right. If you have the fun of the bow of the law and the hand in the way to be. Cause if you're just as good as your draw, it's the glory. All the women up, all that old thing. Will be like well water.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you? This is some special ops stuff.
Before Alex Curran even went into the water, right? Someone knocked him out, put him on the bike there,
Look, it's
put
sharp.
red police on him, and then pushed him in the river to drown. It's like the murder, the location, the clothes. It's all kind of like a restaging.
Just looking at it gives me a hard on.
One time the girl died, was in residence, but he had four. Yeah, aggravated burglary and special time of prison as well.
You're enjoying.
You got great taste. If that car is a woman, I'd guess her. You just dropped from 0 to 60 by 0.8 seconds. This is the same stuff they use on armored cars, you know.
That's the last time I saw him. Sorry. You already knew. I've been getting messages. What message? I didn't want to start them at first. That night I left it there. We've been playing cards down by the river. Those are the remnants of what was left behind the 99 extensions. So I've been handing it back to him to remind me. What the hell is that? I don't know. It's not a cool time. Over up of what Alex was wearing when he died. That's when we realized it's all connected. Subscribe and tell us someone makes it back. Nothing has died. happened today.
You fucking...
You want to tell us? I know you want to tell us we have the right to still. Running club, light jacket. No, we're trying to hide, really. Or quick. Or fish something. Good result. Well done, buddy. Congrats. You really just say that?
Yeah, I think you had him right.
Here for the magic touch. All patched up. This shit, it might stop a missile.
Wow. Great. It's got me.
Finding hope in the darkest of places, emotional new prison drama, waiting for the out. Watch on.
That's a beauty right there.
This and everything across the BBC is made possible because the London Dark in front of you.
Now that cuts the job.
We had no idea what was coming. We're close, really close to a new series of silent witness. I will soon to be easy one, and I This is BBC One in the East Midlands. Now the news with Rita Chakrabarti and Elise Chamberlain. Tonight at 10, Donald Trump says he's not obliged to focus purely on peace after being denied the Nobel Peace Prize, and he refuses to comment when asked about military force to take Greenland. In a day that's caused alarm across Europe, Mr. Trump said he was 100% committed to imposing fresh tariffs on countries which oppose him on Greenland. Sophia Starmer had this to say.
The use of tariffs against allies is completely
Looking
wrong.
sharp.
It is not the right way to resolve differences within an alliance.
We'll speak to editors in Washington and Brussels and in Moscow about how the president's language is going down. Also tonight, Prince Harry in court for his claim against the publisher of the Daily Mail, alleging the unlawful gathering of information, which it denies. The
Now that's
damage
gonna be a
left by
smooth
sharp
ride.
Sydney to avoid surfboard, there have been 3 attacks, leaving 2 people seriously injured.
Can't go wrong with a little extra under the hood.
Breaks out into the open as eldest son Brooklyn speaks out. And the epitome of glamour and luxury, whose signature colour was red. Italian fashion designer Valentino died at the age of 20. Police Robert Kendall makes his first public appearance in the new constituency and a member of the King. Armed maternity scandal families say they're waiting too long for action. Good evening. It's a public holiday in the US, but that hasn't stopped President Trump's comments about Greenland, causing consternation in countries across Europe. Norway's Prime Minister revealed that he had a constant day during which Mr. Trump said not being given the Nobel Peace Prize released him from being obliged to think purely of peace. Later, Mr. Trump used the comment when asked by an American news outlet to use military force to take Greenland. He did say he was 100% committed to imposing fresh tariffs on European countries which oppose his plan. 8 countries, including the UK, are threatening increased tariffs in February for their government. Mr. Starmer called an emergency press conference in Downing Street Thursday and said the tariffs were completely wrong. The Prime Minister has been making further calls with world leaders. Our first report this evening is by Christmas.
Greenland, and that snow state of the high north, the size of Western Europe, which President Trump has his eyes on. By now, we really shouldn't be surprised by Donald Trump's unorthodox approach to diplomacy, but this text from the Norwegian Prime Minister raised eyebrows. The President wrote, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although we will always be the dominant. That it is his country that decides who wins the Nobel Prize. Meanwhile, the President doubled down on his view and objective, writing, the world is not secure unless we have complete and total control of Greenland. Mount, who is left on yet, Prime Minister and a president he sought to move. World has become far more turbulent in recent years. The gravity of this moment evident in his words and his tone, and the desire not to make disruption with Washington any bigger. UK and the US are close allies and close partners. That relationship is profound. Mature alliances are not about pretending differences don't exist. On Greenland, the right way to approach an issue of this seriously is through calm discussion between allies. President Trump said UK, 700 countries will face a 10% tariff. Tax on products sold to America
a week on Sunday, the 1st of February, if they continue to oppose the proposed takeover of Greenland, the fix of tariffs against allies is completely wrong. Some labels of British purpose. This is clearly incredibly difficult. What more specific terms can you tell us about what you plan to do now? It appears that you're ruling out military talent in the UK. But talent was increasing. I agree. I don't want that stage. My point is that already but not ruling it out entirely. I don't actually. But the biggest thing is plenty of still guessing precisely what President Trump will do. Governments and holdings at home already agree. The Prime Minister's approach.
The Conservative Party is clear that the US administration's decision to announce tariffs on the UK over Greenland is completely wrong. Now, Mr. Speaker, the UK, both the United Kingdom and the United States will face higher costs because of this proposal on tariffs.
But President Trump is acting like an international gangster. Threatening to trample over the souls of an ally, threatening the end of NATO altogether. President is, of course, absolutely right to insist that only for the people of Greenland. Tonight, if presidency continues to pace, watch out to reach for the social message, which is unequivocal is that we will not blackmail and that we stand together in solidarity in Europe. This time of one by President Trump, the German Chancellor said he didn't want things to escalate into a trade dispute with America. Meanwhile, in London, the Danish Foreign Minister offered gratitude and understatement. Remember, Greenland is a semi-autonomous territory of Denmark. You know that we tell them to do. When it comes to some, it's because these facts are objective. Escalating these rounds, trying to find a solution that fixes the question of how to reach Europe along perhaps until I
Shit, my wheel!
One of the strands of conversation was the UK recognising how important arms and security is and the willingness of the UK alongside NATO allies to bolster that, clearing a message to the White House that America's allied objectives as far as Greenland's security is concerned. One other topic would be to cause Ukraine to let Europe use America as part of a long-term peace plan there and remind Europe of the jigsaw and diplomacy and negotiation.
Chris Mason in Westminster, thank you very much. Well, let's go straight to Sarah Smith, who's in Washington for us. And Sarah, Chris suggested earlier, we are used to President Trump sometimes using undiplomatic language. Should we be surprised by his text exchanges already?
Well, it's certainly not the way we expect the heads of government rather communicate with each other, is it? But isn't it fascinating to get such an unvarnished look at the impulses that drive Donald Trump? You've got the grievance and the petulance about having been overlooked for the Nobel Peace Prize last year, but at the same time married to the conviction that the United States is the world's sole military superpower and the only country that can properly secure Greenland, and his clear belief that under him, America has the right to dominate the Western Hemisphere and take control of any territory that he sees as being in America's backyard. Because the big question is, how serious is he about causing a rupture in relations with Europe, damaging, maybe even destroying NATO in order to get his hands on Greenland? Well, often, in order to work out what Donald Trump is going to do, you simply have to listen to what he says. It's just occasionally the way he says it, throwing in, for instance, complaints about not getting the Nobel Peace Prize, make it sound like he's less than serious, when in fact he means exactly what he says. But then, of course, at the same time, he does see strategic value in keeping people guessing, whether it's his allies or his adversaries, about what he might do, and for instance, whether or not he might really resort to military force in order to try and take control of Greenland.
Sarah, thank you. Sarah Smith there. Well, tonight the White House has said that President Trump is confident that Greenlanders will be better served with